The moment of rebellion inside the Tory party against the Prime Minister has come and gone, hasn't it?
Look, Matt, this ought not to be a situation that requires backbenchers to act or indeed requires political parties to oppose. This is about the nature of our democracy. Does it matter when you lie to Parliament? Does it matter when you set the rules that other people have to live by but don't abide by those rules yourself? Does it matter if you breach the ministerial code? And does it matter that this is the first Prime Minister in office to receive criminal sanction? All of us watching must say, of course it matters. It's fundamental to the nature of our system, particularly because we haven't got a written constitution, we've got a convention. And so these conventions of stepping down if you're found in breach, very, very important indeed. And for all of those reasons, but principally because so many viewers could not visit their loved ones in hospital, could not attend funerals, did not have parties, birthday parties for themselves, for their children, all of those rules that they had to put up with. It's for that reason, it's simply not enough for Boris Johnson to say, it didn't occur to me, when it occurred to everybody watching the show how they should follow the rules at that time.
But the only thing that matters at the moment, before a general election, that could get rid of Boris Johnson as Prime Minister is the Tory party. And the Tory party seems to have forgiven him. Even many of those people who put in their letters of no confidence to Sir Graham Brady a few months ago.
I think what matters is the moral fibre of the man leading our country. What matters is whether he takes the British people for fools or not, or whether he's actually serious about the office he holds. This is a matter for his conscience. And of course it's a matter for his party's conscience. But he should return to Parliament. He's got to face now the headlines tomorrow and the coming days. By the way, let's be clear. The investigation continues. There may be more fixed penalty notices. There were rumours that there was other criminal acts that occurred at some of those parties. This is a drip, drip, drip that could go on for days. And for that reason, he should step down and draw a line under this sorry, sorry episode.
What sustains you, the opposition at the moment, is a series of negatives about this government. First and foremost, Partygate. But when is Sir Keir Starmer, the leader of your party, who wants to be the next Prime Minister, going to actually seal the deal with the British public in the opinion polls?
Well, look, I mean, opinion polls come and go, but broadly speaking, the opinion polls have now been very good for Labour for so many months indeed. We're setting out very clearly what we would do facing the British people in a cost of living crisis, how we would approach escalating energy costs, particularly. We're heading towards local elections. We've announced plans on crime. We're being crystal clear about how a Labour government would go about running this country. But I've got to tell you, man to man, the integrity of Keir Starmer as against Boris Johnson is crystal clear. And either we want to live in a country that's populist, that's Trumpian, where politicians lie, where leaders lie, and they accept absolutely no punishment, or we want a man of integrity in number 10. And I think that's the issue now facing the British people.
Right. How infuriated are you in the Labour Party by the fact that Boris Johnson, whether you like it or not, seems to be a very lucky general?
I don't like to caricature what is happening in Ukraine as luck. In our system as Prime Minister, you're first amongst equals. It's why, during the Second World War, Churchill replaced Chamberlain. It's why, during the First World War, 3 weeks into the Battle of Somme, when many British soldiers die, Lord George replaced Asquith. It's why, during the Brexit crisis, we lost both David Cameron and Theresa May. During the poll tax riots, we lost Margaret Thatcher. It's because the integrity of the office matters. It matters to the nature of our sovereignty and our democracy. And I have to say, it's a sorry, sorry day indeed when politicians like myself have got to explain to the Prime Minister why he should step down.
David Lammy, thank you very much indeed.